All right, fourth graders, you got our social studies project in your most current packet. This is what we do in the spring for our social studies CBA, so a content-based assessment. Your dioramas are due June 5th. However, if it takes you a little bit longer, you can always ask us and you can turn it in after that. You can always turn it in before as well. Your essential question that goes with this project is humans and the environment. So, how does the environment affect the lives of the people, and how do these people affect the environment in which they live? So, you're going to be doing a social studies project at home, of course. You have hopefully been going to the websites where you can study your Native American groups and comparing and contrasting the difference between our Native American coastal tribes and our plateau tribes. You are going to be constructing a diorama as well as writing a essay or a paper as a child in that tribe. You haven't selected yet, but you could have, or you might be thinking of which one you would like to do. So you can pick either the coastal Native American tribes of Washington or the Pacific Northwest, or a plateau Native American tribe in the Pacific Northwest. Your diorama will need to make sure that it's portraying how the tribe has adapted to their environment. That would include the food that they ate, the clothing that they would wear, the art, or perhaps a religious ceremony that they might choose to have, the transportation that they would use, the tools that they would use, and the shelter that they would live in. You can see some of the pictures that we sent to you or that are on our Google Classroom, what it might look like if you were doing our coastal Native American tribes or our plateau Native American tribes. In your essay, you just need to have a one-page story, a day in the life of a child of a coastal Native American child or a plateau Native American child. You need to pretend to be in the tribe that you have chosen. Write about how you, as a child of the tribe, would interact during an average day, hopefully building in 5 of those aspects of are you a food gatherer? Do you go out and hunt? Are you making clothing? Do you hunt for the animal that makes the clothing? Do you participate in any of the art or religious ceremonies? Transportation? Do you hunt with tools with your father? Do you help to create some of the shelters built? So, what is your job as a child within the tribe? All right. So we've given you a couple resources. You've seen the rubric. Of course, we're not necessarily giving you a grade, but we will give you feedback on how your diorama turned out. You have many options on how to give us your diorama in your paper. So you could take a video of yourself explaining your diorama and then reading us your essay. You could place it into a Google Doc or Google Slides. You could post it in Dojo. You might have a link to your own YouTube channel. You could send it to us in an email. There are a variety of ways in which you can get your information to us and how your project turned out. You could join a Zoom meeting and we can share them. That would be kind of fun to see everybody's projects and what you've created. So please do not hesitate to contact us for any questions. Go through all of the information. I also uploaded a note-taking page. If that helps many of you as you're going through this process, if you wanted to take some notes on a coastal Native American group or a plateau Native American group. Super excited to see what you come up with.